Hey everybody, I want to talk real quick about the money aspect of this. I think is probably the most important factor when considering trading forex. Looking at my account, there's some really key information down here, and I kind of pointed it out earlier videos. But when you're trading on margin, you have to be very aware of your equity, the margin that you're currently in, and the free margin that allows you to take on trades. If this margin level dips below 100%, then you're in trouble. Obviously, I've got a very healthy margin. I've never seen it even approach 100. And that basically means that my equity is down to barely minimum. If that does occur, your broker will start pulling trades. When you trade on margin, you're using their money to take trades, and they're not going to risk their money. They're going to use the equity in your account if a trade goes south for a long period of time. So, in order for my account to be active, I've got to have a healthy margin. So, when I trade the gold, the US 30, it has a stop loss. I mean, 10% of my account is the max it'll keep doing trades. So right now, it's almost to that threshold. It's probably not going to take on any more trades. It's going to protect the account. And that's kind of the first thing that you always want to kind of keep an eye on. I have an app on my phone with Ox Securities that shows me every trade, what my margin is, and so on and so forth. And I can, if I want to, if I get into a really bad margin level and I want to start closing out negative trades to protect the margin, that's also a very good idea. I am nowhere near that. Would never do that in this case. US 30 goes up and down like a pendulum pretty much all day. So I'm going to lock that in there. Now, going over to margin and what that actually means, and why this is far superior than trading stocks and buying stocks and not utilizing any type of margin, even though you can. I know I have through Robinhood the ability to trade on margin. But let's just say, so I trade zero point 0.4 pips, as I pointed out in earlier videos, 40 cents on a dollar. And let's say I trade US 30 and it's currently at 40,000. The total value is 0.4 times the 40,000, which is $16,000, correct? The margin I use is 1 to 200. So what that basically means is I need $80 to fulfill that trade if it is in fact at 40,000. Now, to make a profit and understand that, the price moves from 40,000 to 40,100 in the point value. The math on that is real simple. 100 points times 0.4 equals $40 profit. So in this simple explanation, you need $80 of your margin to make 40. That's a 50% return on your money from a very small market move. Now, obviously, this can work against you. And if it does, you better have equity in your account to make sure that it can sustain the trade. Otherwise, they will close out trades manually. I use Ox Securities. I've used them since day one. They promote you being able to do leverage up to 500. And I believe they had to, for U.S. traders, decrease that down to 200. That's the legal leverage amount in the U.S. So this is for really anybody outside the U.S. Spreads, they don't charge a commission on spreads, and they don't have minimum deposit, and there is no account keeping except for swap fees, which are what they charge you if you hold trades open for a period of time. So if you look at some of the profits, you will see that there is zero commissions. There's a swap fee. This was held up one a little bit longer. And same goes for this trade here with a swap fee. And then if you go back to my account, you will see that some of these trades have significant swap fees because they've been held open for so long. Adversely, you look at Euro USD. This trade has been open since 3/6 of 2025. These are old trades that I used to trade with a different company, and I did not like how these operated. I've kept them open, and since I've done that, the swap fees have turned positive, and I'm just going to wait for the right time to close those out. And right now is not it. But in terms of moving forward, what's most important to me are the current trade accounts that I have, and keeping an eye on the equity and the balance periodically is an important factor. And other than that, there's a lot of drawdown going on right now in this account. It's still up over $200 for the day, so I'm not worried about it. I think with some good economic news in terms of what we're seeing with the tech stocks and AI and Trump in his tariff scheme thing is going to significantly increase US 30, and you're going to see some really nice profits here. So that's my hope, but I wanted to explain the money side of it a little bit so you understand it. Thanks.